They can bring a dog if he's on a leash.
Nobody cares. I've seen in Los Angeles. The water is not very clean. We are afraid of water, they're enjoying. Here we have got gold, copper, somewhere in the mines. But in the sky, there are millions of miles land of copper or gold.
Do you mean other planets, Srila Prabhupada?
Yeah.
Oh.
Big planets, millions of miles.
Srila Prabhupada? When a spirit soul first falls from the spiritual sky into the material world, does he first go to the lowest of the 8,400,000 species of life and then gradually come up, or can he fall to the middle or anywhere?
According to his desire. In the beginning, it is not so far down.
In the fourth canna, you say that usually they take human form because they're desiring to enjoy in that way. And then they begin falling down.
Yeah. Then the more they enjoy, the more they become intangible.
Yeah.
Now. Snow here.
Snow? No. In the mountains.
Mountain. It is said the sun is the source of everything within this universe. Maintenance of all living entities is the origin, the source within this universe is the sun. Therefore this Gayatri mantra is worshipping the sun. Om Bhurbhuva Tatsavita Varenyam Bhargo
Vivishwan is more powerful than Lord Brahma? Srila Prabhupada. Does that mean that Vivishwan is more powerful than Lord Brahma?
No. Vivishwan was begotten by Brahma.
Some Kali Yuga swans.
Black swan.
Black swan.
Haranitsa, Vayaman, they are also aware how to protect their interests. Every living being knows how to eat, how to sleep, how to have sex, and how to defend from fear. Trees I find in America, here, the same tree. What is called this? Canada.
They look like the maple trees.
Yeah. This maple tree.
I don't think it's quite the same.
No. It's maple tree, but you can't get any maple syrup from this kind. Special kind. It might be some kind of ash. They have this tree where I used to live also. I don't remember the name. California.
Eucalyptus everywhere.
On the airplane coming here, they had some article in one of the that airline book about eucalyptus trees and how these monks, they make wine out of the eucalyptus. They're Trappist monks. Some kind of Trappist monks, they make wine out of the eucalyptus, and then they have a big store and they sell it in Italy. That's their profession, making different liquors. Recently we have showed the film and spoken in several Catholic schools in Melbourne. They have comparative religion classes and they ask us to come. They ask us to come to their high schools to teach comparative religion so the students can see what other religions think. Usually there
is no other religion. All bogus.
Yeah.
Dharma prajita koitava. only religion is to surrender to Krishna. That is it.
They think that if they sin, it's all right because man is imperfect. So they think we should believe in
Man
Jesus.
is every animal is imperfect. But man animal can become perfect if he likes. So it is very important, life.
They say it's not possible to become perfect. That's saying I can become God.
Huh?
They say only God can be perfect, that we cannot become perfect.
No, you cannot become as perfect as God, but near about.
There's a verse in the Bible which says only he can sin who has come short of the glory of God. So they say this means that if you think that you cannot sin, that means that you think you're God. But we say that we can surrender and become perfect.
If you surrender to God, then you become perfect.
They seem to like everything about our philosophy except when we explain very clearly that everyone is sinning and under the control of lust, and that we must become free from lust. Then they become disturbed because they don't know how to do this and they want to disclaim it. Just when I was saying that in one class, they all understood very clearly how, by examples, that we're all controlled by our senses. And this microphone speaker came on for all classes, interrupting my speech, and the voice announced in the Catholic school, would all the students whose parents purchased tickets for the wine tasting festival tonight please report to the office? And they all began to laugh because they were embarrassed, because they could see that actually they're engaged in sinful activities. They're also very amazed when they see your books. Sometimes we take 10 or 15 books, Bhagavad Gita and 10 Srimad Bhagavatams, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and we line it all across the front wall or desk, maybe 15 books, and I begin by saying, I'm sorry there's only a few minutes to talk because our Bible is very big, and I explain, this is Bhagavad Gita, and then Srimad Bhagavatam, 60 volumes, Chaitanya Charitamrita, 12 volumes. They become very much amazed that this is our beginning of our Bible. What can we say to communists to attract them to Krishna consciousness?
To make their communist philosophy perfect. That your communism is not perfect. By Krishna consciousness, you can make it perfect. Take for example, that you are sympathetic to all living beings, that they must eat. But why you are eating animals? They must eat also. Why don't you allow them to eat? That is your defect. We allow everyone to eat. Not only human beings, but also animals, birds, beasts. They should live comfortably and without any disturbance. They must get their food. That is our community. But where is your community? You are thinking of your countrymen only, or in country also, only for the human being, and you are sending other poor animals because they cannot protest to the slaughterhouse. So why do you protest to the capitals when they send you to the slaughterhouse? You are sending these poor animals to the slaughterhouse. So why do you protest? The capitals, your protest is the capitalists are slaughtering you. So if you slaughter others, why should you be afraid of being slaughtered yourself? Is it all right? Yeah? That is imperfect. We are also communists, but we are perfect communists. We are thinking of all living beings.
Somebody say that in our philosophy, if we don't wish to slaughter the animals, what about the trees? We're killing the plants. They are also living entities.
But if you compare the animals and trees in the same, then why not to kill yourself, your brother? Why do you discriminate? Why don't you slaughter your own son? Why do you discriminate?
He's
Why
a
do you
relative.
discriminate? You are slaughtering animals and you are comparing the killing of the vegetable and killing an animal is the same. Then killing your son and killing an animal is also same. Why do you discriminate? Kill your own son and eat.
He's a human being though.
Therefore there is discrimination. Discrimination is the better part of Veda. Whom should be killed? It is all right, jiva su jivana, but there is important thing. If you eat vegetable, there is no crisis. You can go on. So discrimination is there. It is a fact. An animal is eating another animal. It may be vegetable or animal, but there is therefore it is said, as it is allotted, you should eat such and such. Not that indiscriminately you can eat everything. If you think killing of animal and killing of vegetable is the same, then killing of your son and killing of animal or vegetable is the same. Why do you discriminate? What is the answer?
So if we discriminate between the animals and the plants, well, what about the discrimination between the human beings and the animals? Is it not all right to kill animals and not human beings?
No. You discriminate actually. You do not kill human beings, but you kill animals. Similarly, you discriminate. Instead of killing animal, kill vegetable. Importance. Just like this grass, there are enough supply of grass, but you cannot have enough supply of cows. Therefore, discrimination is better to live on grass than on animal. Now still they are eating 75% other than animal. They are not eating only animal. So why not 25% more? In the market they are not eating animal. When the animal eaters I see, they have got little flesh and surrounded by salad and these peas and so many other things. Why don't you eat only meat?
Because we require a balanced
No, you cannot supply. If everyone eats meat only, then one day all animals will be finished.
But we want to have a balanced diet with meat and vegetables and fruits.
That balance of diet, it can be done by grains and vegetables. Why should you kill them? We know that the balance can be done. You learn from us that balanced food can be done.
But in the Bible, it says that God gave animals to the man.
For protection, not for eating. That's Bible does not say that you kill animals. Then Jesus Christ is a hypocrite. His commandment is, thou shalt not kill. If he allows killing, then why should he say, thou shalt not kill? Then you prove that Jesus Christ is a hypocrite. Are you following a hypocrite?
So we understand we'll stop eating meat, but we can still eat fish and eggs. Because there's plenty of fish,
And that is also
plenty of eggs.
better than killing animals.
Jesus also gave fish to the people in one part of the Bible. Yes.
When there is no other food, you have to take anything. There is another thing. But when there are other food, grains and vegetables, why should you eat them? You have to eat and live. So if you can eat and live innocently, why should you kill? Then Christ says, thou shalt not kill. So was he a fool rascal that he advised, thou shalt not kill? He had no idea.
But he meant kill other people.
Huh?
He meant not to
that
kill
is your
people.
interpretation, rascal's interpretation.
All the priests say that.
He says clearly, thou shalt not kill.
But
the common Christian,
the law.
But when I cut grass, it is not called killing. Killing, you should know dictionary, because you are uneducated, do not know the meaning of dictionary. What is it?
but I'm just a common Christian. I'm following my authority. They say it's all right.
The Pope. The Pope.
Even our supreme authority, the Pope, he's eating meat.
That means from the supreme down to the rascal, everyone is rascal. that you, all of you are a set of rascals.
But the government doesn't charge anyone with crime for killing an animal. Only for
The
killing a
government
human.
means full of rascals. Government by the people. Say you are all rascals, the government is also rascal. Because your democracy means government by the people, for the people. So all the people are rascals, beginning from the Pope down to the common man. Therefore the government is rascal.
But not all of us are Christians. Some of us are Muslims. And in the Quran, Muhammad says that eating meat is all right. The fact that it is required to be a good Muslim to eat meat.
Because they spoke in the desert. But they eat. If you are not in the desert, meat eating is a crude form of eating when people are uncivilized. When there is no other food, they cannot produce. But when you are civilized, when you learn how to produce other food, why should you eat meat? Now you are civilized.
Srila Prabhupada, in Sikhism, there was Guru Nanak and there Guru Granth Sahib. Is that actually a real scripture? And was Guru Nanak actually a devotee? Or is that not correct?
They created a system of religion which can include Hindus and Muslims. That was the time needed. But that is not a good system of religion.
You mean a compromise between the two?
Yeah. There was too much strength between Hindus and Muslims. So he wanted to make a compromise. Actually, there was only Vedic culture all over the world. As the things deteriorated, new system of religion came in. Either the Sikh religion or the Christian religion or this religion, Muslim religion. There, what is called deformed type of religion is that Sarvadharman, Parityajya, Mami, that is religion. These are later on deformed.
So is that according to time, place and circumstance we must discriminate in our eating? According to time, place and circumstance, we must discriminate whether to eat meat, whether to eat the vegetables?
We must eat. But when good things are available, why should you eat bad things? You must be, that's a fact.
Was there a story, the Hindus always tell this story about, I think Vishwamitra Rishi eating a dog or something?
Sometimes. There are no food.
Yeah. They like that story. What about in the Buddhist philosophy? We understand that the higher stage.
No killing.
Yes, but the Buddhist monks, when they beg, they simply accept whatever alms they receive. And if they receive meat, then they'll eat that. And if they receive some raw grains, then they'll eat that. So actually, that is a higher stage of renunciation. If they receive some cigarettes, they'll smoke that. Yes, and if they receive, they'll take anything. They're so renounced. So isn't that more spiritual?
They have no idea what is spiritual. Buddha religion is not spiritual, it's material. If you kill me, I feel pain, therefore I shall not kill you. This is
Recently we received a letter from a Chinese man in Singapore. He wants all of your books. He wants to know how much.
Supply?
Well, I just received it. I will answer him and tell him the price. I will supply him this.
Chinese man from?
Singapore. That is the country that doesn't like us to come in. It's just below Malaysia.
In the beginning, don't talk of these details. Just try to convince about the philosophy. What is the nature of God? What is your nature? How we are related, like that.
You mean by details, you mean the rules and regulations?
No, that is